$1 million. That's the number. That's always been the number. Every blog, every podcast, every retirement calculator has been whispering it to you since you were 22 years old. But here's what nobody told you. For one person, $1 million means they never have to work again. For the person sitting right next to them, 1 million might not even last 5 years. And the difference between those two people isn't what you think. It's not about investing better. It's not about side hustles. It's about a math concept so simple that once you see it, you can never unsee it. And I'm going to show it to you in the next few minutes. Okay, so let's start with where the $1 million target even came from. It comes from something called the 4% rule. The idea is simple. You withdraw 4% of your portfolio each year to live on, and historically, your money should last forever. So if you have $1 million, 4% of that is $40,000 a year. $40,000. That's your lifestyle. That's groceries, housing, insurance, travel, everything. For some people, that is plenty. But pause for a second and actually sit with that number. Could you live on $40,000 a year right now? Because here's where the FI number gap appears. FI meaning financial independence. The gap is the distance between what you actually spend and what your portfolio can actually support. And that gap is different for every single person watching this. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine two millennials, same age, same savings, both hit $1 million invested. Person one lives in a paid-off duplex in the Midwest. Their property taxes are low. They cook at home. Their annual spending is $38,000. For this person, $1 million is more than enough. They are financially free. They could quit tomorrow. Person two lives in a major coastal city. Rent is $36,000 a year, just rent. Add food, transportation, insurance, student loans, and their baseline spending is $90,000 a year. Same $1 million. Same 4% rule. But 4% of $1 million is still only $40,000. They're $50,000 short. Every single year. For person two to actually reach financial independence, they wouldn't need $1 million. They'd need $2.25 million. That's the FI number gap. And it's not a small difference. It's over $1 million of difference. Now here's what makes this even harder. That $40,000 we talked about, it doesn't stay $40,000. Inflation eats away at it every single year. At 3% inflation, that same lifestyle costs $43,200 next year, $46,600 the year after. By year 10, you need almost $54,000 just to buy the exact same life. So person one, our Midwest friend, might think they're set. But in 15 years, their $40,000 lifestyle is a $62,000 lifestyle. And $1 million at 4% still only gives them $40,000. See the problem? This is why some people who retire with exactly $1 million end up going back to work. Not because they failed, because the math changed underneath them. So what do you actually do with this information? There are 3 moves that close the gap. Move 1. Know your actual number. Not the generic 1 million, not what some blog told you. Your real annual spending, multiplied by 25. That is your personal FI number. If you spend $50,000 a year, your number is $1.25 million. If you spend $70,000, your number is $1.75 million. If you spend $100,000, your number is $2.5 million. Stop chasing someone else's number. Start chasing yours. Move 2. Understand that your FI number is not fixed. It is a moving target that you have some control over. The biggest lever most millennials have is location. The same salary in 2 different cities creates 2 completely different timelines to financial independence. A $75,000 salary in a low-cost city might let you save $25,000 a year. That same salary in a high-cost city might leave you saving $5,000. Over 20 years, that difference isn't just $20,000 a year. With compound growth, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. Move 3. Stop treating financial independence as a single finish line. It's actually a spectrum. There's bare minimum FI, where you can cover just food and shelter. There's comfortable FI, where you cover your current lifestyle. And there's fat FI, where you can do whatever you want without looking at price tags. Most people only think about the top step, but hitting that first step changes everything. Because once you can cover just your basics, every dollar you earn after that is optional. That's where the real freedom starts, not at 1 million, at the point where your investments can keep you alive and housed, even if everything else falls apart. Here's something else to consider. When the 4% rule was created in the 90s, the world looked different. Interest rates were higher. Bonds actually paid something. A retiree could put a chunk of their money in safe bonds and get 5 or 6% with almost no risk. Today, the math is harder. You're being asked to make the same 4% work in a world where safe returns are lower, housing costs more, healthcare costs more, and everything just costs more. This isn't to scare you, it's to prepare you. Because the people who retire early and stay retired aren't the ones who hit a magic number. They're the ones who understood their real costs, planned for the gap, and adjusted when reality didn't match the spreadsheet. So here is your one takeaway. Forget $1 million as a default. Multiply your actual annual expenses by 25. That's your starting line, not your finish line, your starting line. Everything from there is just a decision about what kind of life you want to fund. If this was helpful, there's more on the channel. That's it. No magic formula in the description, just the math and the honesty that most people aren't getting.